Good morning, survivors, and happy Thursday. How are you? Today, I thought we'd talk about something kind of weird, but something I've seen in a few different cases with my clients, and I thought this is a real thing. So here it goes. How often have you seen a narcissist who loves their pet more than their child or spouse? It's apparently a common phenomenon. Let's talk about it, shall we? But first, make sure you have your coffee. Oh, just in case I forget to tell you, today at 11 a.m. Central Time, I will be going live on YouTube for a Q&A and to give you guys some freebies. So if anybody wants to be there, 11 a.m. on YouTube on my channel, I'll be there live. I'll see you then. So let's get to it. Why would a narcissist care more about a cat or a dog or a goldfish than a person? And how frequently does this happen? And can they even really care at all about anything, even if it's a pet? We're going to talk about it. Picture this. You are at home with your narcissist, and you notice that your narcissist seems to be very loving with a cat or a dog. This has been going on for years, maybe. And you don't understand why the narcissist has nothing but love for the cat or the dog, and so much that it almost feels as though he or she loves the cat or dog more than you or your children. Frustrating, right? Well, why do you think they would do this? What would make a narcissist be capable of loving a pet and not a person? How could they have empathy for a pet and not a person? That's interesting, right? There are a few different theories on this. One of them is that it's easier to love a pet because a pet, either loves you back or at least doesn't say anything about who you are. They say pets love us unconditionally. They say a dog, you could beat a dog and they'll still love you. And I don't know how true that is. I've never beaten a pet. But I do know that I love my pets and I also love my people. But I have seen narcissists. Now, I've seen a narcissist actually do the opposite of this. But, what I've heard from a lot of people, clients and stuff, is some clients have found that their parents were closer to their animals than their children. So when they were children, when my clients were children, they tell me that their parents would treat the family pets better than them. And I've seen it, if you imagine Dr. Evil, Dr. Evil with his hairless, ugly cat, he treats the cat like it is important to him. And he treats that little mini-me dude like a pet as well. And then you see with his own child, he's like, oh, you suck, you suck. He's kind of a classic narcissist in so many ways, don't you think? So this might lead us to believe that it's not that a narcissist isn't capable of being empathetic. It's just that they can't be empathetic to a person. They've shut off their ability to be empathetic to a person. But they can still allow themselves to be empathetic with an animal because, it's safer that way, like I said. Of course, some narcissists will actually be unlikely to even love a cat or a dog that way because they see cats or dogs as too, quote-unquote, human. I don't like to talk about Sam Vaknin for various reasons, but he is known to have written some essays about his love for a goldfish and I think a snail. So that's kind of interesting, right? So maybe because of the abuse or neglect that they suffered at the hands of their parents, narcissists can't love people as well. Maybe they feel pets are safer because people have abused them in their lifetime, and so they've kind of come to hate people, I don't really know how true that is. I think some narcissists were not abused. I think some narcissists became narcissists for different reasons. So if they were neglected or abused as children, they may struggle with loving people correctly, but they may be more comfortable with animals, like I said. But this theory is kind of interesting because it would imply that that the narcissist is capable of empathy and chooses not to use it or turns it off for people. Of course, like I said, I don't think these are the most toxic of all narcissists necessarily, but they might include those people. But generally, because you also hear of the other side, you hear of narcissists who beat animals and torture them, you know, as children and even as an adult when they are especially toxic. One of my narcissists in my lifetime, my ex-husband, actually, we had gotten a dog, and I had to get rid of the dog because I found him to be very abusive. He wanted to spank the dog or hit the dog when the dog did things that were wrong, and I realize I'm a little sensitive to any type of physical abuse, but I don't think that any animal or person deserves to be struck for what they do. And and again, maybe I'm oversensitive to this, so please don't leave me hate comments about you're supposed to smack animals or something. I don't think you are. I don't think it helps anything. I mean, I could see a tap on the nose or something with it, you know, if you're potty training, you know, and I don't even know, like if they bit you or something, maybe but I don't really think that being, I don't think anyone learns lessons that are valuable from being hit. I think that you need to learn, I mean, you need to learn on a level that is intellectual, or at least I do. Now, I do remember now when my children were little, one of them tried to stick his finger in a light socket once, and I did smack him on his hand for that. But he wasn't fazed by it because I can't bring myself to hurt my children. But I did make it clear that that was not okay and that that was dangerous. But of course, he was just 2, so language wasn't necessarily his strong point at that point. So it was a lot of, no, that will hurt you, you know. Anyway, off topic. But I think my point today and my question for you today is this. Do you know a narcissist who has treated pets better than people? And what do you think the reason is? This is just kind of an interesting phenomenon, huh? All right, that's all I've got for you today. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll be back later today for another video. I'll be doing one on narcissistic abuse recovery, of course, and I'll be doing one in our new series, See Your Way Out of Narcissistic Abuse, which is the self-employment escape. Okay, so stay tuned for that. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. If you have questions, comments, things you want me to talk about in future videos, leave them in the comments below. And I'd love to hear, please, here's the question of the day. Question of the day. Do you know a narcissist who treats a pet better than a person? Share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Talk to you soon. Oh, and as always, thanks for letting me be a part of your day and a part of your life. Thanks for being a part of mine. It really does mean a lot to me. So don't forget, I'll be live at 11 a.m. today. I hope to see you there. That's 11 a.m. Central Time, by the way. All right? See you soon.